Today's video is about how my Roblox avatar evolution was like from 2016 to 2020. My first avatar was of course the noob, but then once I figured out how to get free clothes, my avatar was this. This is when I learned that I could change my avatar. And don't judge me, I was about 4 at the time. No, not 4. I forgot how old I was back then in 2016. I did have an account back in 2014 where I abandoned it for the new account. Now, I don't know how I got this shirt, but it just appeared in my avatar. But for everybody else, I didn't see any other person with it. And then my next avatar shortly came after, which was just a shirt change and some pants. I switched from these pants to these. That's because I finally figured out about them, but then I didn't like them, so I switched to these. And for about a good 1 year, I was in this avatar until I learned. And then this is my next avatar, the one when I learned about promo codes. And here's it. This is what I looked like when I used to have, when I first figured out there was a thing called promo codes. I heard that promo codes only last a bit, so I thought these items will only last a bit, but not knowing that these ones will last about forever. And then shortly after, let's say at least only a month after I found out about this, I wanted to look rich. So I changed from this to this. At first I didn't know, but then I learned this t-shirt I found though. The first one was this cat. You might think, no, this was the first one I found, but you just start off with that t-shirt. So then I got more, and then soon I found the money that gives, which was like my fourth or fifth t-shirt. After that, once I found the Mortal Kombat t-shirt, I wanted to change to look like this. I started to this, about that, but yeah, after a bit, I started realizing that other people had the same items as me, so I thought people would know those items were free after that, so I just started to want to look normal, like this. I kept this hair for a long time, until I decided to go, bald, but that's not for now. Finally, 2018 came, and that's when I was able to get these babies. Okay, I finally wait. Sorry for that, but I finally got these guys. That's when these promo codes came along. Oh yeah, this type. At first I was still, so I just I just put on all of them instead of actually only putting on one or something. It looked good for a bit, but then I decided I wanted to look different, and soon figured out about characters like Pretty Like Woman, CEO of the Thingamajiggies, and all these characters. John Spot wasn't around then though, but before he was around, this is what character I had for Murder Mystery and any other game that allowed arcade teams, because it would make me real little. Finally came around the time for the Godzilla event. Back then I only had the Jurassic World items, but for some reason shows the Godzilla items first. But yeah, this is when I figured out about the challenges. What's it called again? Just the creator challenges. So I decided to be Godzilla. Well, this is how much I had back then. I didn't know I didn't have as much items as I do now. But soon after, I didn't like how I looked, so I switched from Godzilla to trying to look like Ghidorah. After a bit of that time, I finally got to do one of my first events. Well, actually, I was supposed to do that earlier, but it's already too late. But yeah, not my first, but one of the events that I went to was the Fast and Furious event. I decided that I wanted to look like Echo from the Fast and Furious. Although back then I was just doing it for fun. I just wanted to see if I could get recognized by people. The mask wasn't a part of it back then, but then I changed it shortly after. But after a bit though, finally came the 2019 A-cut. And around that same time, around it, came the junk bot. So that's when I was finally able to make my little character. For a size comparison, let's see. This would be a normal person, and then this would be my little character. It wasn't too little, but it was the littlest I could get with no Robux. But then I discovered that I wanted to be littlest, so I found out that like women's arms were actually shorter or thinner than these arms. And then for from that moment on, I stayed like this for about, let's say, 2 months, 2.5 months maybe. And then shortly after, I just kept wanting to look like movie characters. The first movie character I wanted to look like was the Demogorgon, so I just went back to my Demogorgon thingy-majingy. Oh no, my Demogorgon character and changed him up a bit. But of course, I just kept changing up instead of actually just making a character of it. And then once I got the shirt and everything, once I made this character, I thought of using the torso for this. Of course, I don't have long arms or anything, or no, more arms on the back of me like Sandman, which was what I was going for. But then I noticed something about the Knight, the Red Kid Knight, was that one arm was bigger than another, and well, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, my next character was Thanos for the movie characters. I looked like this for a bit before going to back to normal, but not as what you would call normal is what I would call making tons of random characters like this. This is when I decided to make my half robot, half cyborg human, which was around a couple of months ago, or no, a year ago maybe. And then finally, this is how my character looked when I finally got a bit of Robux. It was pretty much just this for a bit because I didn't want to spend the rest of my Robux, because it was barely about 40 Robux, but I just ended up spending those on games. This is what my character looked like back to my my first ever character, if you want to count it as that. But shortly after, I moved on to, I moved on to daily changing my character. Say one, each, 1 hour I will be on this character, and then the next I will be on this one. Well, it's taking longer for them to load in than normal. So yeah, I just started going wild until finally my friend Jack lended me about 100 Robux. and this is my character today. What I spend all those Robux on. Now I want to take this moment to shout out to my friend Jack right here, because without the Robux he gave me, I wouldn't have this character today. And he does have a channel, and I want to take you guys to it. If you guys can please subscribe to him. It might be like if you think I'm shouting out a large channel, but no, I think his might be a bit bigger than me. And yeah, this is his channel. If you guys can please go to Datboitj, I mean, right now, that would be a lot of help for my friend here, because without him I wouldn't got the 100 Robux I have today and look like this. This is my beautiful big character today. I wouldn't have had this I wouldn't have this without Jack. So if you guys can please visit his channel, that would be a great and huge amount of help. And while at it, if you have the time, if you can also visit his new group. Well, I don't. It's not like. Or no. Never mind. I'm getting confused. I'm confusing myself now, guys. But yeah, his new group is called. Wait. But yeah, I'm saying if you guys can join his group called Normal Creations. There's Normal Creations here. Well, we're already about to make. Well, they're already about to make a. What's it called again? 15. What's it called again? Yeah, see, there we have outlines and everything, and they're about to make some new. What's it called again? So that's just coming with the word games. But right now, I wouldn't have had all of these without my friends and everything throughout the time with my avatar evolution. That will be my avatar evolution from 2016, or if you want to count the other account I made that I abandoned, if you want to count it as from 2014 all the way here to 2020. This has been Legendary Zelda, signing out.